ผมสนใจมากที่ทำให้ประเทศอินโดนีเซียเกิดความเจริญแล้วก็สนใจมากที่จะทำให้ประเทศไทยเกิดความเจริญเพราะว่าผมขออนุญาตแนะนำอีกสักหน่อยนึงนะผมเป็นบอร์ดของหอการค้าสิงคโปร์ไทยแล้วเป็นบอร์ดของสมาคมการค้าอาเซียนจีนแล้วก็เป็นบอร์ดของหอการค้าอินโดนีเซียไทยด้วยผมฟังแล้วคำหนึ่งที่ผมเหนื่อยใจมากแล้วก็ท้อใจมากคือแข่งขันผมมองว่าอินโดนีเซียกับประเทศไทยไม่จำเป็นต้องแข่งขันเราต้องจับมือกันไปด้วยกันเพราะเราอยู่ในภูมิภาคเดียวกันแล้วก็เราหลายๆอย่างหลายๆสิ่งเราคล้ายๆกันแต่ถามให้ท่านพูดว่ามีความคิดเห็นอย่างไรทำให้ประเทศไทยกับประเทศอินโดนีเซียนั้นรักกันมากกว่านี้เน้นแฟ้นมากกว่านี้แล้วก็ไปด้วยกันเพื่อจะให้ทุกฝ่ายได้ประโยชน์ขอบคุณครับ
If you're talking about integrations, there are two things: collaborations and competitions. I mean, this is the nature of human being. Of course, what we want to have is that if you want to compete in the mutually beneficial way, because this is the way ASEAN works. ASEAN always grow together. You remember ASEAN just established by 5 founding members: Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia. But since the other countries in the Mekong area, CLMP, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Vietnam, joined together, it doesn't mean that one is much more advanced and the rest a little bit less advanced, and then they can. Now, ASEAN become stronger because we have a commitment to grow together. Of course, there is a competition sometimes, but most of them, we try to divert competition to collaboration for the mutual benefit of ASEAN. This is one of the strength of ASEAN. Because if we're talking about only competitions, the only things occurs loser and winners. That's ASEAN don't want to have. So we help each other. If we have a competition, of course, we have also complementations, complementary to one to another. So, from this perspective, if we're talking about competitions, of course, there is a kind of instinct as a human being to be better prepared. This is a good thing. So when each member country of ASEAN better prepared, and then they can combine forces, they can combine their energy, and then adopting a target beyond ASEAN, as far as the Middle East, as far as the United States, America, China, and Indonesia. So as a kind of bigger forces that can unify themselves, all those resources, all those not only capital but potentials that we can combine together. So from my perspective, what has been going on in ASEAN, mostly collaboration, cooperation. Of course, there are certain areas that competing to each other is normal. I mean, for instance, if you want to sell your good, if you want to sell your rice, of course, you let the people choose which the best price is available, for instance. I mean, it's not necessarily in the negative way, but this is a kind of encouraging us to improve our capacity, to improve our competitiveness. This is a normal. So this is my answer, I think. So in ASEAN, it is not something that doesn't exist. It exists, but mostly we are working together in the name of ASEAN solidarity, in the name of ASEAN family. We're helping each other. So collaboration, cooperation.
Thank you for the opportunity to give a question to Mr. Ambassador. I want to have one question. Do ASEAN, or especially ASEAN Economic Community, needs like major power like United States to make their like what Mr. Ambassador already said, that the integration of connectivity. Thank you.
So the good thing for ASEAN is that we want to have, our leaders already have a commitment to maintain centrality of ASEAN. What does it mean? We want to have ASEAN like a bird. If you look at in the map, yeah, ASEAN like the body. Where is the head? The head is in the plus 3 up there. Japan, Korea, China. Where is the tail? India. Where is the right wing? We have Australia, New Zealand down there. Where is the left wing? We have Russia and United States of the major global power. This is where we call regional architectures, where it's already formulated into what we call East Asia Summit. So, from ASEAN perspective, they have a commitment, they have a principles to create a kind of ASEAN is zone of SOFAN, zone of peace and neutrality. So that's why we don't want to create a kind of a block. But we are friends to anybody. That's why we try to have what we call dynamic equilibriums. Everybody's, as long as want to adapt to the ASEAN Code of Conduct that has been established in 1961 in Bali, 76 in Bali. That's what we call TAC, Treaty of Amity of Cooperation. This is a code of conduct of ASEAN itself, how to carry out their cooperation relation among themselves. But it has also anticipated if major power from outside ASEAN want to join and become a friend of Indonesia, and then they can stick to the principles. That's why there's a lot of, accessions to the treaty. The second one is that we want to avoid to have what we call Cold War type of mentality, like in the past. Our history already teach us during the ASEAN, as before ASEAN was born. We suffered a lot with the war. I mean, everybody, if you read the history, how bad Indochina war, this has become of the area of conflict between the major powers. We don't want to have the effort again. So again, the first things is to maintain the centrality of ASEAN, as ASEAN right been sick, in addressing a regional issue and a global issue by working closely with other countries outside the region, like America, China, Japan. Every country wants to be a good friend of Indonesia. ASEAN always ready. That's my idea to share my views about ASEAN, particularly, especially the relation between the Indonesia and Thailand. Our challenge is now, this is our duty, this is our responsibility, is how to maintain, how to sustain a better relation that has been existing for so long. This is the duty of each of us. We cannot just talk, oh, Thailand and Indonesia have excellent relations. The question is, can we maintain them? Or even can we deepen it in the times ahead? Once again, thank you very much. Kapun Makap, terima kasih.
If anybody would have more questions, like Dr. said, you can leave the question in the ambassador's Facebook.
I have my Facebook also. I have my Twitter. Not very difficult to find, just click Lutfi Rauf.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as we are now the end of the talk is the okay, yes, I'm sure that we have learned a lot from our guests today, and in a very fruitful discussion today on both topics, on the topic of the Thai and Thailand-Indonesia friendship, and the other one is the possibility of the more cooperation with each of the AEC. So I hope so far that our audience has all enjoyed the discussion. And as a host of this talk, I would like to express our thanks and appreciation to Your Excellency for joining our talk today. This event would never have been accomplished without Your Excellency kind assistance and valuable support from the Embassy of Indonesia. And so once again, please accept our thanks for your kind support. And so I would like everyone here to join me in giving a big round of applause for our special guest here. That is Mr. Lutfi Rauf, the ambassador of Indonesia to Thailand.
And good timing. Okay, 1, 2, 3.